You may be wondering, what is a Carnival Players Club Ultra Cruise? You've seen all those people in the casino cheering each other on, wearing their Ultra lanyards, and you're like, what is this all about? Or perhaps you're about to go on your first Ultra Cruise and you want to know all about it. Or maybe even you've just come off an Ultra Cruise and you want to relive all the fun. Well, I'm here to help. We're going to talk all about Carnival Ultra Cruises in this video. You're watching Cruising with Dee. We're going to discuss 5 things about Ultra Cruises today. First of all, how do you get to go on an Ultra Cruise? Second, what are the benefits, the advantages, the activities, and games that come along with an Ultra Cruise? Third, we're going to talk about maybe some of the not so great things or things that you might want to consider on the disadvantage side for Ultra Cruises. Then we're going to talk about the 5 different layers of Carnival Player Club invitational events. And then finally, we're going to talk about would I do it again? I just came off an Ultra Cruise the beginning of this month, and I'll let you know what I thought of it and would I take another Ultra Cruise with Carnival. And then a little bit of bonus content right at the end where I'm going to discuss how I got started gambling on Carnival Cruises and how I got into the Carnival Players Club. First, we're going to talk about how do you get to go on an Ultra Cruise. Basically, a Carnival Ultra Cruise is an invitational event. You get invited from the Carnival Players Club to go on the cruise, and they'll have a list of Ultra Cruises. You'll get sent the invite, and then you can choose which Ultra Cruise you would like to go on. Now, it is not so easy to say how much you have to gamble to get invited on one of these cruises. People say it's everything from how often you gamble to how many dollars you spend, how many points you get while you're gambling on your player's card. And honestly, no one knows for sure. For every $3 you either bet or put into the slot machine, you get 1 point. And so one thing everyone knows for sure, it's about 1,800 points before you get free drinks on a cruise. And then from there, it's a little bit wishy-washy. Like some people say you need 10,000 points to get an invite. Some people say, no, nothing like that. I know I have not gotten 10,000 points on any one particular cruise. However, I went on a lot of Carnival cruises where I gambled last year. Most of them were invites from the casino where I got a certain amount of free play or offered discounts or free rooms. So it's hard to say. I think showing a pattern of play on several cruises really helps, as does getting, if you get a lot of points. Something also to be aware of, it's not like you spend $900 so you get 300 points. Remember, you're winning on a slot machine, so you are getting winnings and putting it back in. So like if you get a lucky streak, you can actually be out of pocket much less than the amount of points might say you are. And then there's table games, and they give you points on that. I have not played table games, so I will leave that for someone else to explain how table games and points work. Once you've been invited on an Ultra Cruise and you've accepted, then the fun begins. My Ultra Cruise was on the Carnival Celebration at the end of November into the beginning of December. I actually went on a discounted rate, and I knew it was a big discount because I had been trying to book the Celebration all year, and as Carnival's latest and greatest ship, it was a bit expensive. And so I saw the rate, I knew it was really good, so I booked a balcony cabin, which came along with some free play as well as free drinks in the casino and the Ultra Cruise itself. And like some of the other levels of Carnival Player Club cruises, this does not come with priority embarkation. However, when you get on board and you get to your cabin is when the fun starts. So when we got to our cabin, there were a few things waiting for us. One of the things that we had waiting for us was our Carnival Players lanyard. So you get a special lanyard that shows you're on the Ultra Cruise. And this was really great for identifying other people that were on the cruise with you. Great conversation starter in elevators. So this was really wonderful to have. We had 2 of these waiting in the room. I am the gambler in the family, but my husband also got some of the benefits, including a lanyard. Then with that, you have a little Ultra player thing. You put your sail and sign card in here, but you also get this. And what's important about this is that you get a little card inside that tells you when you get your Ultra prize drawing. And that's really important, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. There's one special prize drawing, so everyone that attends the Ultra Cruise at least wins $300 in free play, all the way up to $1,000 in free play or a variety of prizes, which we will talk about. So that was waiting for us. And then you also get a lot of fun little invites and things. But this here was our invite this was the invite that we got to go get the Ultra drawing for the big prize. And so that was waiting for us in our room. And we also had, this is very important, and mine is like, you can see it's got like holes in it and things because I carried around my purse the entire cruise. And this includes all the list of all the different events, all the games, and all the drawings that are available only to the Ultra players. It has your casino host on here, and it has the Ultra 1K draw. We'll talk about all of this now when we talk about all the special events that come along for your Ultra cruise. So the very first thing that is going to happen the first day that you get on board, you're going to have the Ultra cocktail party. And this is a great event. You get to meet all the other people who are on the Ultra cruise. Ours was held 4:30 p.m. on our day that we boarded, and it was in the Punchliner Lounge. And at this party, you get to meet your other Ultra players, you get to meet the casino host. There are drawings for things like free spa treatments and free dinners, and there's hors d'oeuvres, really nice hors d'oeuvres, everything from sushi to like chicken wings and other little treats, plus you get a nice selection of free drinks as well. So that was the first day. Really enjoyed that. I met some people at that party that I basically became friends with for the rest of the cruise, and that was really, really nice, as was just kind of fun to get the whole thing kicked off and started. So then the first big event, which happened every night except the final night of the cruise, was the Ultra 1K draw. So every night at midnight, there is a drawing for one of the Ultra players. You must be present to win. They give out $1,000 in free play. So you're gonna have at least 6 people on the cruise will win $1,000 in free play. It's really exciting and really fun. I was there every night, but I'm a night owl. And I know a lot of people were not there because they would redraw if the name of the person who is selected is not there. They continue to draw until somebody does win. So that's the Ultra 1K draw, and that happens every night of your Ultra cruise. The rest of these happened at various times, usually multiple times on the cruise, but I'm just going to go down a list of the events that we did have. So there's the Fireball promotion, and the Fireball promotion is every 30 minutes somebody wins a casino prize. You have to be present in the casino to win. Then there's also a very similar promotion called the Heat Wave promotion, and the Heat Wave promotion is every 30 minutes somebody wins $50. If you don't win, it rolls over. If no one wins, it rolls over to the next drawing. Both of these promotions are done over a period of 2 to 3 hours in the casino. The Heat Wave promotion, by the way, is also for those people playing table games, not just for people playing the slots. A very popular game is called Matilda the Cow. So for this game, they draw a name from the Ultra players, and you get to roll this big dice from 1 to 6 comes up, and then there's this cow thing, and you get to take off that many spots, and you win all the gifts up to, I think it was like $200 that are under each spot. Some people won like up to $700. I think there were like some spa treatments as well. Matilda the Cow was really fun. All of these events took place where the casino bar was, so a lot of the players would come, and we would get together and we would cheer our fellow players on if they were selected. Then there's the Ultra Drop game, and this game is a lot like Pachinko, where you take these casino chips and you put them in this grid, and they kind of plink down into various dollar amounts from like $50 to $200. And again, you roll the big dice before you get to play, and however many die come up, you get that many chances at playing the Ultra Drop. And this was also held 3 times during the week that we were on the cruise. Finally, the last of the fun casino games was Dodge the Bull. Similar thing, you roll the die, and there's this big wheel with bulls on it, and you want to dodge the bull. You don't want to land on the bull. You want to keep landing on prizes, and however many prizes you get is how many you win, unless the bull comes up, and then your play on Dodge the Bull is over. Oh wait, no, and then I figured out this is another game. This you get an invitational with 2 cards in it during your cruise, and it's called the Luck of the Card. And you get 2 cards, and then they pick 15 winners. So they're not picking your name on their wheel. They are picking out the card number. And if you have that card and you're in the casino, you come up and you win various prizes. Again, a lot of money is given out, and it was quite a lot of fun. So just so you know, I didn't win any of these games. My name was never called, although I saw my name come up very close to some of the winners when they're spinning the little electronic wheel that comes up and has your names pulled. So I didn't get any of these. However, there is the big Ultra draw, and you've probably seen these signs in the casino, and basically it's the ULTRA on a board with various prizes. And you can either pick the prize, which they ship to your house, or you can get the free play. The biggest prize is $1,000 in free play or a Mac Pro, which I really wanted for this website, but I didn't win it, all the way down to $300. And the prizes will vary on your cruise. Ours had everything from a pizza oven to an iPhone Pro 14 to a GoPro. And we got the letter R. And the further down you go in letters, the smaller the prize. So the smallest prize was $300 in free play. The second smallest was $400, and that's the one that we won. And you pick your letter out of a big drum, and that is what you get. And everyone is there, and it's like a big event, and you can see what your friends won as well. I did not see anybody win the $1,000 prize. I saw several people get the $700 second prize down, and then it was all over the map. I saw some people got the $300 prize. And we talked about it. We almost took the GoPro, but we decided that we would just take the free play, which you get to play in the casino. So you really want to make sure when you get this little card in your lanyard that you do not miss this, because that ultra drawing is only done once, and if you miss it, you are going to miss your chance at winning your big prize. Other things that you get by being on the Ultra Cruise, and this is for our big gamblers out there, you can charge up to $7,500 per day on your Sail and Sign card, and the 3% service fee is waived for any Sail and Sign transactions in the casino. There's other financial benefits. I understand you can talk to your casino host if these are something that's important to you. As mentioned, there are wonderful casino hosts that you get to know. Dimitri was our lead host, and he was wonderful, lots of fun, very approachable. Finally, the last thing you get before we talk about some of the gifts that you also received in your room, you do get priority disembarkation for your last day. And so that was just in your room. They brought you priority tags. And I think we were like group 4 or 5. We weren't 1 or 2, but we had really good tags for getting off the ship. So the physical prizes we received include the following. We got 2 of these giant insulated Carnival Players Club Ultra mugs, and they're actually really nice. So you've got your metal straw in there, just put ice in there, your favorite drink can go all over the ship, or wonderful at home. So we really did like these. We thought this was a really nice gift. Huge boxes. We did have to get rid of the boxes, as lovely as they were. The second gift that we received was this Ultra Player Cruises. It's it's charger, so you can throw your iPhones on here and they charge without you having to plug it in. So this is kind of fun. Another really fun thing, easy to carry, and just nice presentation. So those were the gifts we received. We also received this little door decoration. So it's got your first names, it's Ultra Cruise, it's magnetic, and the ship you were on and when you were on it. So that was really nice as well. And then we received 2 food goodies, if you will. We got a box of really great cookies, and they were so good. Like, we started eating them, and we'd already had so many calories. We actually gave the rest of them to our room steward because they were too delicious. And we also got chocolate-covered cherries delivered to the room. So those are all your benefits on the Ultra Cruise. We really had fun. We really enjoyed it. We felt spoiled. We liked being part of that group and having like the special events that went with the week we spent on the Carnival Celebration Ultra. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the disadvantages or the possible cons to taking this kind of a cruise. So the first disadvantage is it's a really crowded casino. Lots of gamblers, lots of people at the tables, lots of people playing slots, hard to find a machine. So just something to be aware of. Thankfully, I'm a night owl, and so about midnight after the drawing, the casino would clear out, and that is when I tended to gamble anyway after my husband was asleep and I could just relax. So that's number 1. Number 2, it's really hard to get the drink service in the casino. I honestly think that if you're going to tell people they have free drinks in the casino, that there need to be more wait staff. So I was very unhappy with the service, and there was only a couple times I actually even wanted drinks. I usually get water. I'm not a big drinker, but when I wanted that chocolate martini, I wanted that chocolate martini. And so that is something that I think Carnival needs to work on. Like, don't offer free drinks just in the casino to certain people if you're not going to be able to get a drink when they're playing. So that could be improved greatly. Then if you are on the ship with like friends and family, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the casino. Casino events are going to conflict with events that you want to do on the ship. For me, for instance, the Motown and the Evolution parties were during casino events. And I love the parties and I love deck parties, but there was always something going on, and I'm a gambler. I'm not going to miss something with good odds where I could win like money or some other prizes. And so I went to the casino events and I enjoyed them, but there's always this niggling in the back of my head. Oh, I'm missing this party. I really wanted to go to I went to part of the Motown party, for instance, and then ran into the casino, missed the Evolution party, and I missed the deck parties as well on this trip. Then the welcome party is something that I would revamp. They probably don't have a great place to do it, but I kind of wish that you could walk around at the party and talk to more of the other Ultra cruisers. It was done in the Punchliner, so most people were sitting. So it just, I don't know, it didn't have as much of a party atmosphere. I know people need seats, especially our disabled people and our older people. Nice to have some seats, but I would have liked it if I could have walked around and like the hors d'oeuvres were walked around in a different way than us sitting in the Punchliner. And then also, I think I would have given away some more free gifts at that party to get things started off on a really high note. It's a very large Ultra. I think we were like 150, 200 people, and they only gave away 3 gifts. There was like a spa treatment. There was a free stakeout visit. So I think I would make that a little more festive and give away a couple more things to get things going off to the right style. I mean, after all, these are all people who have spent a lot of money with Carnival and with the Carnival casinos. So, would I do it again? Would I take another Carnival Ultra Cruise? For me, absolutely. I had a blast. I really enjoyed meeting the other Ultra Cruisers. It was like kind of being on a small group within the bigger ship. I saw these people all week. I hung out with them. We got drinks. We had meals. And it was really fun. It was fun to root them on. It was fun to get to know them. I met some really cool people like Sharon, who was doing 11 back-to-back Gamblers Cruises on the Carnival Celebration. And I love that aspect of it. I enjoyed all of the games. I loved all the gifts in the room. I felt very spoiled. And it's just nice to be recognized when you do spend a lot of your time with a particular cruise company and also in their casino. It's just nice to have the extra recognition and the extra fun that comes with an Ultra Cruise. That said, I would only do an Ultra Cruise with just my husband or on a solo. I would not take this cruise with other family members. In March, I'm taking 10 family members on the Carnival Jubilee. In May, I'm going to be on the Carnival Magic with my grandchildren, and I don't want to be in an Ultra Casino trip because there are all these conflicting events, and I want to spend a lot of time in the casino. That is not what I want to do when I'm with my family. And it kind of works out because when I was looking for some casino offers, not as many are offered during spring break or during the summer months as in the shoulder months when the ships are less busy. So it kind of works out, but that's my only caveat. I would do it again, absolutely. Can't wait to get invited to more, but it will have to be just myself solo or just with my husband. So I promised to go over the 5 levels of casino events that you need to get invitations for on Carnival. First, there are the getaway events. These are on the shorter cruises. These usually get a free room. It's like a 3 to 5 day cruise. Second are the premier events. These are similar to the Ultras except less money is given away, there are less gifts, etc., but there are some gifts and games in the casino. Third, kind of like the middle tier, which is the cruise we're talking about today, is the Ultra Cruise. And I think it's the perfect mix of fun and games and gifts, especially for someone who isn't like a really big whale. The next event are the elite events. And these, I think you really have to be spending a lot of money at the casino to get invited to an elite. So for the elite, you're getting free transfers from the airport, you're getting free parking for the cruise, you get basically platinum status for the entire cruise. I believe there's a free ship excursion, some restaurant events, and free drinks, I believe, on the entire ship. So that is the next level up. And then the big level high up for your, I guess they call them like real whales because they gamble a ton, is the Echo. And the Echo is you get to go when you want and you get a dedicated casino host, and they really make it special for their huge gamblers, probably getting a suite at that level. So these are your 5 levels: Getaway, Premier, Ultra, Elite, and Echo. And to end this, I did promise you a story. So I'm going to tell you how I got started gambling on Carnival cruise ships. So my very first large cruise line cruise was on Carnival. This was after many years where I had been taking cruises, but on the now defunct Radisson, on some small like Stanford groups and small cruises in the Mediterranean. I've been to New Zealand, but I hadn't done a mainline cruise because I didn't think it was something I'd be interested in. And I was with a theater at the time, and the theater group, basically people on the board, our managing director, some of the actors, we got together and we had like a theater cruise. So we were on this cruise, and it's a long story, but my husband had to work, so he dropped out at the last minute. And one of the couples on the cruise was having marital difficulties, and it was like a good friend of mine, and we had kind of planned the whole entire cruise for the group. So she kind of got kicked out and disinvited, and I was like, this is crazy. She planned the cruise, so I was like, oh, take Russ's spot, and you can room with me. Well, this was a big mistake because both parts of the couple were on the cruise, and theater people were really dramatic. And so like they were fighting the whole cruise, and all this drama happened, and like she was super emotional, and I just needed to hide. So I found the casino, and I gambled a couple times in Las Vegas. I'm like, I'm just going to sit here. I got a drink. I sat, and like people just knew where to find me during the day. They were just like, oh, there's Denise. She's in the casino. So I stayed in the casino. And also I'd had like a knee operation right before this, so I wasn't really mobile. So like it was like the perfect place to hang out. And I gambled enough. I had no idea there was even like a players club or anything going on. So casino hosts came up to me at one point. They're like, hey, you've won free drinks. Welcome to the Carnival Players Club. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And that was how I got started. So it was like completely, I got enough points because I spent so much time in the casino on that first Carnival cruise. And from that point on, I started to receive offers and discounts, and Carnival had their hooks into me, and I've been enjoying Carnival ever since. So that's my story about how I got started. I would love to see your stories about how you got started in the Carnival Players Club or gambling on the Carnival cruise ships. So please tell me in the comments. And if you don't gamble, I would love to hear about that as well, like why you don't gamble in the casino. And finally, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you along. I have content on every kind of cruise you can imagine, a lot on Carnival, but a lot on all of the other cruise lines as well. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the notification button. And we would also appreciate a like on this video. If you got this far, you really did have to enjoy it, right? So thank you for all that, and thank you for joining me. You've been watching Cruising with Dee.